Welcome to TBS. Today is going to be extremely straightforward. It's going to be all about where you belong in nature. There's, of course, the four elements and the colors associated with them, the stones associated with them, the magic associated with them perhaps, but there are lands that belong to each one as well. And whenever something happens in the natural realm, it does affect us, and whatever we do in this realm affects the natural realm. I use the word realm loosely, but it is a sort of kingdom. Today, I want each of you to be able to know where you belong in this, because I'm not going to talk about the tarot, the tarot aspects of it. I'm actually going to talk about the nature aspects of it and how it is going to affect you. So here we go. We're just going to put the four elements out there. This is going to be the forest. This is going to be water, the ocean. This is going to be fire. This is going to be air. Okay, so go ahead and pick something that calls to you. And we'll go from there. Okay, the forest, which is me. The high priest. Poverty. The tower. Water. Six of Swords, Nine of Swords, Seven of Swords. The air. Ten of Swords, Ace of Cups, and Strength. And last but not least is fire. We have the Ace of Wands, Three of Swords, Page of Swords. So this has a lot to do with swords. That's okay. It's because I'm a Libra. I'm actually a Virgo Libra cusp. So I'm actually earth and air. But when I was younger, I was more of a Virgo. I was more earth. And now I'm more air Libra in very, very, very deep ways. I left the Virgo behind because it had to do with life circumstances where I couldn't become perfection like I wanted due to illnesses and things. I became more Libran, and I don't know if that would have happened otherwise. Cusps are cusp though, and I'm half and half in some ways. I belong to the forest because when I'm there, I'm the most happy, the most calm. I know that's where I belong. But flying, etc., I'm sure I would feel the same way. And the ocean, of course, calls to me like it does to everyone because it's our mother. It feels great. Fire, I have a problem with. Not because of the beauty, of course, but because I take it for granted and I wield it in a way that's probably not safe sometimes. I would like to learn more about fire, but I've never dated one. And that's the female ones I know. It's always been good, but the male ones I don't understand exactly. I chalk it up to a Scorpio, Aries type of thing where it's kind of emotional water if you're a fire, because it's the opposite of you. It's kind of interesting. Anyway, back to the cards. And of course, I love my special stone, which is me, which is the forest. All right, we'll go with me first. Yay! The High Priest, tradition, and High Priestess too. If you pick the forest today, you need to realize more about your inner spiritual self, because when you do that, the natural chaos and the natural upheaval that is your soul will actually gain rest. You're called to be poor at this time. You're called to be a healer. You're called to deal with chaos and the chaos in others' lives. If you're fire right now, you're Ace of Wands, which is you ignite passion in others and you also have good ideas. You've had a lot of personal heartbreak because of love in your life, and you're looking for it to work this time, but you don't know if it will. And you feel like you're an initiate, like you're learning what you need to learn right now, but you feel like you should be farther along. If you're water this time, you have a passage to make. You've had a lot of things come your way, deaths and things that really hurt you, and you're trying to like regroup, but it's been very difficult to move on without your loved ones. What you've come through though is the dark night of the soul. You've come across the water and now you're safe on the other side to an island of your own making. And then air, the worst is over because now you have the beautiful fertility that you've wanted. You felt barren, you felt used, unloved, unfeminine. You haven't felt goddess-like, you haven't felt fervent in a long time. You felt gray. Now the colors come back and you're able to conceive, whatever that would mean for you. The strength coming from your inner core is magnificent. It's huge. It's bigger than it's ever been before, and it's because of this fertility issue. The water of life, so to speak, is now in your life big time, and it's flowing to the rest of your life and other people in it, which is great. So overall, these are natural messages from the cards, but I want you to think about, if you're in these elements, how do you feel? Do you want to change into what I told you about the other ones, or do you want to stay which one you are? If you want to stay which one you are, you need to go on that path. The path is very big. Everyone's path is huge, and you can pick where you want to go. But these guidelines are actually themes in your life. And the natural part of life, if you go to these places, if you go to the top of a mountain, if you go to a stream, if you go to the forest, if you go to a volcano perhaps, these things will show you who you really are. Not just the cards, but the nature themselves. Life is hard, but there's always a beautifulness that has to do with the natural part of life. And it comes from the earth, it comes from the air, it comes from fire and water. When you go about your day, think of these stones as well. If you'd like to bring them into your life, they might help you and get through what you're going through. Turquoise is from the ground, but it's blue. The lapis lazuli is the same. Angelite is the same. It's very airy, obviously. Shatukite, the Murian seed quartz, and the spiralite, special pretty for water. And then of course there's the blue calcite, which is amazing. It feels like wax. This one, I wonder if you can guess, it's fluorite. And this one is a raw bloodstone, and it smells good. Smoky quartz, tiger's eye, aventurine, green pretty like a jungle, labradorite. Ooh, the eye of Sauron. Let's see in the comments if you can guess what that one is. Black tourmaline, hematite, mutite. So within yourselves, there is a path. If you find the path, you'll have peace and you'll be able to move forward to help others. Have a good day. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, let me know. And I take this seriously. I really do believe that it helps people to know what the cards say. And nature always helps. Go outside today and see what happens. See you next time.